Hi guys, so today I'm going to share with you how I do my favorite curl out, braid out, however you want to call it. Before I used to do like individual braid outs where I would just braid chunky braids all over my hair and then like leave it for a day, let it dry and let it loose, and that would be like, you know, having my curly locks. But I recently tried actually cornrowing my hair, and the curls honestly came out so much better. That's kind of the look that I wore for New Year's Eve, and it was so nice, and it lasted really long, and I didn't get, you know, the awkward banding, because you know when you do like a braid out, if you do it chunky or like a mid-size, you kind of get like that weird straightness from like where you started the braid, and then I mean it curls and it's fine, but with the cornrows you don't get any banding, so it's like so much better, and it's really easy, and you can actually wear the style out, because one of the problems with like the braid outs when you do chunky braids is, I mean, you're not gonna walk out the door looking like that, especially if your hair is short, because it just like sticks out of nowhere and all over the place, right? So cornrows is a little easier to wear out, and I think it will also work for shorter locks, because you just keep cornrowing the whole length. And yeah, so I'm starting off with freshly washed hair. I just washed my hair like 30 minutes ago. I've oiled my scalp, and so now I'm just going to start basically cornrowing, and I'm gonna leave it in for a day. So it's Thursday at like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna take it out tomorrow probably like 4 o'clock, because I have somewhere to go in the evening. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. So I finished braiding everything. I tried to do 4 and 4, but I think I have more hair on this side, so it ended up being like 5 on this side, or like 4.5, however you want to calculate it, and 4 on this side. So this is how it's looking. So my hair, I mean, it's still wet, definitely not drying, but I think it's the last time I did this, actually the first time I did it, I did I think 3 and 3 or like maybe 7 total, and it was a little bit more chunky than this, whereas this I think 4 and 4 is kind of better, so it's able to just kind of spread out and be able to dry easily. For the ends, so what's going to happen is you're either going to end up with like 2 strands or a couple strands, and it's better if you 2-strand twist it once you get to the ends, or if you just have like 1 strand and nothing left, just rope twist that like upwards. Or you could leave the end kind of loose and then just braid everything into like 1 braid and like tuck it under, if you don't want to like have it out like this. Or you can just like tie it like that and, you know, just have it in like in the back like that, however you want to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna just go run some errands, let it be, and when I'm going to bed at night, I'm just gonna put my satin bonnet on top of that, and that's it. That's it. So yeah. See, and who said locks aren't versatile? What were they talking about? Look at this, look at this, looking all cute and shit. Alright guys, so these are the finished results, and I just wanted to say that after I washed my hair, I basically used the Jamaican black castor oil. It's the one you guys are all familiar with, on my scalp, and then I also used the Aunt Jackie's curl defining whip, and I put this one on the strands. And this is like what I typically do after I wash my hair, so I didn't change my routine just for the braids, but it just feels really good. Like, my hair is so soft. And one thing to know about doing cornrow curls or curls in general on your locks is when you're doing it on wet hair, or like hair that you just washed, that's like more than just damp hair, you have to make sure not to pull the hair too tight, because you know your hair is kind of stretched when it's wet, and when it dries it compacts and it's going to shrink back up. So if you do your hair kind of like normal to tight at the cornrows when your hair is wet, or after you wash it or whatever, once it dries it's gonna like compact and stretch, and that's where it's gonna start to pull on your scalp, right? Because when you did it you thought it was kind of loose, but then once it dries it like kind of shrinks up and like gets a little bit more tougher. So just keep that in mind when you're doing the cornrows, to just kind of braid a little bit looser, so that it gives the hair enough room to be able to contract once it shrinks, once it's dry, or else you're gonna be I'm gonna pray for you, girl. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry about the lighting. Winter is not treating me well, and I'll see you guys in my next video.